So, episode number 7 of Aharen-san. We're 7 weeks into this anime, and to be frank and to be 100% honest, I'm a little bit conflicted on it. Now, on the bright side and on the positive note is this confliction, this criticism started on episode number 6. And the real bright side to that is about halfway through the anime is where some of the seams began to come undone a little bit. And that's a big positive. And you might be like, yo, Dom, why is that a positive, bro? And the reason behind that is because a lot of times in certain anime, those same things, those same occurrences tend to happen a lot sooner. Sometimes they happen on episode number 1, number 2, number 3. Sometimes you don't even get to finish your 3-episode rule before you're like, yo, I'm out of here. And the fact that we essentially got halfway through a season before some of my criticisms and some of the things that I don't like so much began to come out is actually okay. And pretty much now that we're on episode number 7, which is what we're talking about here today, I don't think the anime is going to change. I think it is what it is. You like it or you don't like it. And in some senses, I don't dislike it. But in other senses, it's like, man, one of my biggest pet peeves in anime, and this is very personal to me. It might be different for you, but one of my biggest pet peeves in anime is just wasted potential. And I know a lot of times anime is based off of source material. It's based off a light novel, a manga, a web novel, and it's pre-existing material, and they just adapt it into an anime. So sometimes it's like, it's not the anime's fault, it's not a director's fault, the animator, the screenwriter. It's not any of the studio's fault because they're just adapting something that already existed. And a lot of times certain things work better in a different medium, right? I think Aharen-san being a 4-panel manga might work extremely better than it does being adapted into an anime. Reason, you're going to ask why. Aharen-san has fallen into the trap or trope of the same repetitious things continually happening. Scene A involves Aharen and Raito. It involves them doing something, Raito misconstruing or kind of going off into La La Land thinking that Aharen is this something based on that thing that's occurring. This episode, she's a card master, you know what I mean? She is a fighter. She's a karate master who can get melon buns, you know what I mean? And the stories are cute, and even if I'm describing it like, oh, they go and play a game of Old Maid, and suddenly Raito thinks that Aharen is this super card master. She's in Vegas putting on glasses. She's in Vegas. She's like, she's like this, putting on glasses, and she's like, you can't read me. You know what I mean? Like, it sounds funny and describing it, and it might be hilarious reading it in like a four panel manga. But when you adapt it over, it becomes repetitive to where, like, in episode 7, I was watching it during my lunch break, and I was just sitting there just watching it, and I don't think I had any feelings. Like, I didn't feel... I was just emotionless, and that's the epitome. That's the epitome. The epitome. That is the epitome of turning your brain off. But when I say, oh, there's an anime that I could turn my brain off, it's because it is like cutesy and it makes you giggle, but it makes you feel good. I'm just not getting that from Aharen-san. Like, I think it's cute. I like Raito and Aharen's relationship. I think this episode with him carrying her on her back when she slept in a ridiculous position, and he suddenly thought about him growing old to be a 80-year-old man still carrying Aharen on her back. Again, describing and saying it sounds funny, but it just, like, I was just watching. I was like I don't know, like, I can't explain it. It's just not doing it for me. And it's sad because, like, there's so much potential as anime has, but it's just doing the same things over again. Like, and again, that potential is the potential has a ceiling based on the source material it's based off of, or how much liberties they want to take with the source material, which sometimes anime takes a lot of liberties and sometimes it doesn't take any. I don't know where this one falls exactly, but like they have the potential to tell a really cool story. Aharen and Raito falling in love. They're pretty much dating, but they don't realize it. You know, when are they going to realize it? How are they going to realize it? Are they going to actually go on a date? Are they actually going to be something? Like, there's so much potential that's there that's probably never going to get realized. It's just going to continue to be, you know, 4 more episodes of this happens. Raito blows up. This is the reality. It's cute. Blah blah blah. You know, same thing, like, at the end of the episode, they were doing art and doing pottery, and she created a doll. It was a replica of herself, just like her brother was. And Raito was like, oh, CPR, she's dying. I don't hear a heartbeat. Yeah. So, I like Aharen-san. It's just one of those animes I'm going to watch, and I'm going to forget that it existed, and it's going to come. It's going to come and go like a fart in the wind. It's just like, it's here. I'm watching it every week. I'm talking to it with you about it, you know, every single week. So it's going to stay relevant in my mind up until we're done. And then it's just going to go away, right? Like last season, we had, she professed herself People of the Wise Men. I watched all 12 episodes. It was so subpar that, like, I already forgot that it existed, you know? Obviously, I remember right now because I was thinking the whole time, like, what was that anime I watched last season? But, like, it's just going to come and go. And the potential it had is that's all it is it had potential, and it was wasted, and nothing happened from it. I know I'm being really harsh, but, like, you have to kind of be, especially when you're talking about anime, it's like, you know, you want more out of it, you want more... You want, like, you see something special in it, and it's not doing anything with it, but it's, like, one of the things where, like, I'm gonna be here, guys. Maybe episode number 8 is absolutely killer. Maybe it's hilarious. Maybe my belly hurts from laughing. I'm hoping that episode 8 or 9 or 10 becomes that, and if it doesn't, we'll be at episode 12, and I'll be like, well, you know, the first few episodes were really great, and then it just kind of got this, you know. We'll see where we end up episode number 12. I hope you're still here for that. But let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. You know what I mean? Let me know if you're the same, if you are, maybe you are laughing a lot. Maybe you are finding it really comedic. You know, everyone's sense of humor is different. Mine is different from yours. So something that I might laugh at, you know, you might, for me, if some little kid, you know, trips and his gummy worm falls out his mouth, I'm probably gonna laugh at that. You know what I mean? You might just go, oh, you know what I mean? We're just all built different. So let me know what you think about that in the comments down below. I'm interested to hear what you guys got to say. But that's been Aharen-san episode number 6. I'm gonna see you next week. Or no, that was Aharen-san episode number 7. I'm gonna see you next week for week 8. All right, my friends. Talk to you later. Peace.